friends, it's Erika with the MoBro Adventure Series. Would I blow your mind if I were to tell you that we have some of the best wineries and distilleries right here in the Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg area? Because we really do. And today we are going to hop on the Rocky Top Wine Trail, and it consists of stops at 5 distinctly different wineries and one even at a moonshine distillery. I've got my passport, and our first stop today on the Rocky Top Wine Trail is going to be here in Gatlinburg at the Sugarland Cellars Winery. Tell me everything. I want to know it all.
All right, so a lot of people will ask questions about why we're called Sugarland Cellars. So when they settled the area, there were sugar maples everywhere, and so that name just kind of bled over. But that's also why you see a lot of pancake houses around, because there were sugar maples everywhere. We do about 80% Tennessee fruit, so we're all about local farmers and local fruit. So this area right here, this is all the fermentation tanks. Once they've pressed the fruit, they bring it over to us, and then we fill the tanks up with fruit, and the fermentation starts. So it usually takes about 6 months for the wine to get ready. The tanks on the left are a little over 1,100 gallons, which will yield you about 5,500 bottles.
5,500?
That's right, yeah, huge. But the ones on the other side are a little over 2,000. That's going to get you about 10,000 bottles.
Take me to the wine.
We do 4 wines a year for the national park. So in the fall, for instance, it's always called Autumn Path, but the label and the wine changes every year, so it keeps people interested in coming back, so they're collectible. Robert Tino is a local artist. He does the labels for us each season. But $5 from each bottle goes to the national park. It goes towards Friends of the Smokies. And we're actually the last national park in the country that charges no admittance fee. So people like Friends of the Smokies take care of our park, and all the proceeds go to them.
And how much money have you guys raised?
In 5 years, we've raised about $100,000 for them.
That's awesome. Dreams do come true. This is a wine slushie.
Our winery base our wines on fruit, and we tend to be more of a German style wine. We do have a lot of sweet wines. We cater to the sweet palate. We don't use any artificial flavors or colors in our wine.
If you're looking for the perfect way to spend a girls' weekend, I think we found it.
It started off with Don Collier convinced some tobacco farmers to go into the grape business, and it's grown exponentially since. If you are kind of familiar with East Tennessee, from Bristol down to toward Chattanooga, it's a perfect place to grow grapes.
So wine is made from fruit, so that basically makes it health food, right?
This is a CO2 injector, and it simply just injects CO2 down into the bottle, displaces all the oxygen. It's a little heavier than oxygen, so it pushes all the oxygen out of the bottle.
This is my new friend Kev here at Hillside. Kev's going to tell us what makes this winery a little bit different than the other stops that we've hit so far.
I think the thing that really is separate from the rest of the wineries here, Erika, is probably going to be our sparkling wines. We specialize in both a Prosecco or a dry style bubbly, and then we have the sweeter ones. And we're actually the only winery in the Southeast that actually makes a muscadine sparkling wine. So if you're a Southerner and you've never tried something with bubbles in it, you need to come over and try it. We actually won an award with that particular wine. It's called the William O. Beach Award. It's the Stanley Cup of most wineries. It's the best tasting muscadine in the Southeast.
So I just got my 3rd stamp on my wine trail passport, and I got a free gift. Now a moonshine tasting, that's not something you're going to find on any other wine trail.
We are a certified craft distillery in Gatlinburg, and because we do everything differently in town, we use natural juice to make all of our flavors. We use 100% yellow corn, no rye, no wheat, no barley. We also only sell out of this store, so you can't buy us anywhere else in this world.
There are a few things that I don't mind taking notes for. This is one of them. Our next stop here at the wine trail is going to be at Barn Winery, where they actually grow their own apples for their wine. That's amazing.
This is where we make our apple wine. So the base of our wines is made from apple cider. They bring in the cider and they filter it and make the wine out of that, and then they age it in toasted oak barrel.
We have some honey-based ones, which is what makes our location different. We do ferment the honey and then infuse it with the fruits. So 4 out of 5 of our stickies, which is our sweet ones, are honey-based.
So I just got my 6 stamp on my passport for the wine trail. This is Kimberly, and Kimberly's gonna hook me up with a super awesome gift.
It's not too sweet, it's actually...
That's so good.
Spices and apple juice.
It smells so good.
It tastes even better. And bottle of dry rub.
This is magic. If you guys are looking for something to do on a romantic weekend or a girls' weekend, or just you have some time in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, I highly recommend checking out the Rocky Top Wine Trail. It is so much fun. I've had so many different kinds of wine today that I didn't even know existed. And the best part is that they were all made right here in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Thank you guys so much for coming along to the Rocky Top Wine Trail. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all of the MoBro adventures in the Smokies. Cheers! Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to check out next, or if you have any questions.